up, bros, and welcome to the All Bros Podcast. I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Caleb.
And we are a couple of aspiring filmmakers that love to watch and critique movies, but also enjoy a bit of the nerd life. This week on the podcast, we'll be talking about some adventures in hunting. Honestly, one of the biggest, I want to say stockpiles, but I don't think that word works.
Biggest releases?
That sounds a lot better. I don't know why I didn't think of that. This is one of the biggest releases in a long while that we'll be able to talk about because we got a shit ton for New York Comic Con. And then we got a new Marvel pop coming out along with that, and then a dog pop. We're not going to tell you which dog. Not yet, but we'll get to it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. See, Caleb's fine with it, so. As long as Caleb's fine with something, everyone's fine with it. Right?
No.
All right. Way to have confidence. Anyway, so, along with Adventures in Hunting, Blu-rays, there is nothing to talk about. Yeah.
There's nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, this week's sneak peeks, I don't think we have anything, right?
Nope.
Okay. You don't want to talk about the Hogwarts trailer?
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, we have the Hogwarts trailer.
Yeah. Was it Hogwarts?
Hogwarts Legacy.
Yes. Yeah. So we'll be talking about that. First trailer for that. Nothing for Once in the Box. Shocker.
Again.
I mean, I guess we could talk about. Should we talk about Tenet's box office at all?
Why not?
Okay, let's talk about. Okay, we'll talk about Tenet's box office. And then we'll be moving on to our main event of the evening, which will be our All Bros Dreamcast for a Scream 5.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Followed by a little special surprise after we pitch our Dreamcast. So yes. So that'll be really fun. So without further ado, what do you say we get started?
Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Donnie, and I host the Adulting with Donnie podcast. And this is not the show to listen to if you're trying to be a better adult. I started this podcast as a way to offload some thoughts that I have throughout the week. My topics vary widely every week. Movies I've seen, guns and gun control, sex, people that are stupid, why I don't care about celebrity opinions, TV shows, snowmobiling. The list goes on and on. I'm always taking topic suggestions from fans of the show too. So join me each week on Adulting with Donnie as I pour some bourbon and allow you to see the inner workings of the mind of a madman. Live free and rant hard.
All right, so with Adventures in Hunting, Caleb, if it's all right with you, I think we should save the New York Comic Con pops for last and start with the other two first.
That sounds good.
Okay, cool. So, first up is this is going to be Caleb's birthday present, and he's going to love me. Sorry, not birthday, Christmas, and he's going to truly love me for it. It is I actually don't even know what Hulk it is.
It's a stupid Hulk. That's what it is. Don't even call it Hulk.
So it's Professor Hulk.
No, it's just Professor. Professor Dipshit.
But he's got pink bunny slippers.
I cannot express enough how much I hate Professor Hulk.
Even the MCU version?
Oh my gosh, don't even get me started on the MCU version.
I'll never forget how loud of a sigh Caleb let out when we saw Endgame. It was really fun. It was so funny.
I could have let it go. I honestly could have let it go, and then they just had to add the dab.
Yep.
I was just like, F everything that this Hulk is.
Alright, so with this Hulk, he's holding two rocket launchers? I don't know what the hell these are.
They look like some sort of blasters.
Okay,
which
blasters.
Is bullshit because Hulk doesn't need them.
And then he's wearing a black tank top along with some brown pants. And he's rocking some pink bunny slippers.
I cannot express enough the hatred that I have for this figure.
You know, just to piss you off more, I'm really going to try to get you the glow-in-the-dark chase.
Oh my gosh. I think I told you and Victor, because I sent this to you, and I said, there's no way in hell I'm getting this. The only way that I would is if I found the chase.
Oh, yeah, you did.
The only way that I would. And that's just because I want a chase.
All right,
and
fair.
I enjoy glow-in-the-dark figures. But I hate this figure.
The thing that sucks about this is the only way to get the chase is either you're ordering it from Entertainment Earth, because it is a PX exclusive, so you kind of just have to hope that you'll get a chase. So you'd honestly have to order a pack of 6 to see if you get it.
Wouldn't that guarantee you?
It might. You kind of just really want to hope that they haven't opened the box yet before they shipped it to you. And then there's a possibility, if I'm assuming they'll put this at FYE, you might be able to get the chase there.
I doubt it.
Yeah, true.
Chases are super hard to find in general,
That's
let
true.
alone at a specialty store.
That is very true. That's why I never go after chases anymore. I've kind of just given up on them.
Yeah, but I really don't like this figure. I think the hair looks stupid. It's like really high up. It's kind of like, it's like baby hair.
He's got like a fade cut. That's what he's got.
You can't even say it's like a fade cut, because it's like bald on, well, yeah, it's like bald on the side. Like he shaved the sides of his head. He has like this stupid smirk on his face. And I just don't like Hulk when he wears weapons.
It defeats the whole purpose of the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, Hulk is a amazing standalone. Like, the only weapons that he should be using are weapons for melee attacks.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like, I'm just thinking, like, with the Thor Ragnarok figures, the Walmart exclusive, he's holding an axe. That makes sense for Hulk. He smashes shit.
Yeah.
The common one, he's holding a hammer. That makes sense. Like, those are ones that you need brunt force to use.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when he holds, like, cannons or energy weapons or other bullshit like that, because Hulk doesn't need it. You know who does need it? The freaking bitch-ass Banner.
Damn. Tell us how you really feel about Bruce.
Dude, the only reason I have, like, some of these Banner figures is because, well, one, because I want to collect all the Hulk figures, but they've just released some stupid ones like this one, like the damn Professor Hulk.
Wait, where's the Toys R Us exclusive Banner?
He's behind everyone else. He's
Really?
he's behind Walmart exclusive. Wait, is that one Toys R Us?
Yeah.
Or is the Toys R Us the one where he's like turning?
No, the turning one was a common, actually. Yeah, the Toys R Us exclusive one is just him with his hands folded.
Yeah, so he's behind Taco Hulk.
Okay.
Another one I dislike.
I actually really like Taco Hulk.
Yeah,
I was very happy to get that one.
Yeah, it's just, I'm a Hulk purist.
He is.
And Professor Hulk is everything that I hate about. It's like, no one likes Banner.
I
And
like Banner.
when he has comic book, Banner's kind of an asshole.
Okay, fair.
But when he has control over Hulk's body, he makes Hulk a freaking bitch.
Okay, that's fair.
Like, he's not nearly as powerful. He's not nearly as strong. Yeah, he's a little smarter, but who gives a shit when you're getting your ass whooped?
You know what? You're not wrong.
Yeah, you want to know what... Professor Hulk is like if Banner were to just work out really hard and
Paint himself green?
paint himself green. That's basically what it is. Professor Hulk or Smart Hulk or... It's not... I'm not even going to bother calling it. I'm just going to say Professor now. The Professor is a bitch. That is straight up what he is. And
Just call him Professor Green.
yeah, like, he's smaller. Like, he's smaller than normal Hulk.
Yeah.
He basically weakens Hulk and makes him lame. And Hulk is like a badass character.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the relationship, the conflict between the two separate entities that make Hulk interesting.
Yeah.
When you combine the two and it's just like, oh, this is a smart Hulk. No. Like, it ruins the character. It's just, it's a less interesting story, and I don't like it.
That is
So,
good.
Professor Hulk, you can go F yourself and F your bunny slippers.
And that's been Caleb's rant and rave. All right, moving on to a happier
Gosh,
note.
how long was that? Like, we're almost 10 minutes in.
Shit. All right. So, next up, when I said dog, we got a really impressive dog here.
Yeah, you didn't even, like, realize my joke when you said, like, we're going to talk about this first. I'm like, that's fine.
Oh, sorry, I didn't pick up on that. That's a very subtle hint, okay?
Bet someone else could have picked it up. Write into us, and if you picked up that joke, oh, no, they wouldn't have picked up that joke because they don't know what figure we were talking about.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So, the figure we're talking about is the Entertainment Earth exclusive This Is Fine dog, which is now available. You don't have to pre-order it or anything. It's now available.
Hell yeah. I freaking love this figure.
It's so yeah, it's him sitting in a chair with a coffee mug that says "This is fine."
Yeah, and his chair's like on fire.
Yeah, it's honestly so fantastic.
I honestly hope that the back of the box looks like the. I want you to post this image when you post the figures.
Okay.
Yeah, post this image. I hope that's what the back of the box looks like.
I hope so too. That would be really cool.
That would be amazing.
All right, moving on to the main event of Adventures in Hunting.
1 second, though.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the This Is Fine dog is going to be the start of them doing memes?
Oh, gosh. I kind of do, and I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't either. This is a really good first run.
Yeah.
But later memes are going to be difficult. So I'm like, ugh. Like, strong start, but we're watching you.
Let's follow it up with SpongeGar.
SpongeGar. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I remember that one. That was the biggest meme you could find.
Don't they have that figure?
I don't know, actually.
Like Caveman SpongeBob?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Hmm.
I haven't seen the SpongeBob figure for that.
I would have thought they did. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah,
that was just a side note. No, it was just a side note because I was just thinking about that. Like, is that the route that they're going now?
I guess we're going to find out. Funko, we're all buckled up and ready to go.
Hell yeah.
All right, so first up with reveals for New York Comic Con, we got, honestly, gosh, I need this. So it's a movie moment, and it's Carl and Ellie from Up, and it's when they're painting their, when Ellie is painting the mailbox, and Carl accidentally puts his hand on it, and gives it a handprint, and then Ellie gives it a handprint, and it's just so sweet.
It's the cutest thing ever. Wait,
want
does it? Oh, this is like even before she puts her hand on it.
Wait, no.
It's just her hand. Or just his hand, sorry.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, it is.
Because her hand is red?
Yeah. Thankfully they gave her red paint on the paintbrush.
Yeah, so this is like before she puts her hand on them.
That is so true. Oh, I love it.
I want it.
I do too. So bad. So that's like in my like top 3 of ones that I really want.
Same here. That is like that was one I shared with Brielle, and I'm just like, don't be surprised if I pick it up.
Considering it's going to be like $30.
No, don't talk like that.
All right, so next up we got the I forget the name of this character. I hope you've at least had this. The Dum Dum's Drum Man. Please tell me you've had a Dum Dum sucker. Like those little ones.
Oh yeah.
This is pretty cool.
I didn't recognize him.
Oh, you're
but-
good.
Yeah, I have had the suckers.
Okay, what's your favorite flavor?
Root beer.
Huh.
What's yours?
Blue raspberry.
Yeah.
Don't me. Well, to your root beer.
Screw you. Oh, you know what the best one was? Freaking bubblegum. Dude, what kind of kid were you?
I was addicted to blue shit, okay?
Yeah, saying that now after Breaking Bad's come out, maybe not the best choice.
Oh, shit. When your favorite color is blue as a kid, you want to eat blue shit.
No, I wanted shit that tasted good.
Oh, shit.
Dude, I remember getting called a pussy for liking the bubblegum ones.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like I'm trying to remember the last time I had one, because I gave up suckers like a really long time ago.
I got called weird for, did you ever have the Jolly Rancher suckers they used to have?
No.
They were so good. I always got called weird because I would always go for a grape out of all of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Grape's good.
Yeah, I was considered weird for it. I mean,
Yeah.
second choice is cherry, but
Yeah, apparently at my school in, I want to say 6th grade. Yeah, my school in 6th grade, your masculinity was decided upon what color dum-dum you got. And apparently I was a little pussy for liking the bubblegum. Bubblegum and root beer. Those were like, root beers were really hard to find, but bubblegums were pretty easy.
oh.
And so everyone's just like, hey, Caleb has a pink one. Yeah, that's when
I'm just imagining this in my head, and it's freaking hilarious. Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm just like, whatever. Like this is freaking amazing.
Whew, okay, I'm good. All right, so next up.
I had to fight the urge to just shove their suckers down their throat.
Oh, God. Dude, okay, speaking of, like, killing someone with a sucker, have you watched the Banana Splits movie yet?
No.
Okay, so there is a death with that. It's very cool. And I actually just found out, sorry, going off tangent really quickly. I didn't know the Banana Splits was actually a thing.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was an old Hanna-Barbera cartoon. Or not cartoon, but an old Hanna-Barbera show. It only lasted like a year.
Huh.
But, yeah, that was actually a thing.
That is odd.
Yeah, right? But yeah, super fun movie. I can't wait for you to watch it. So next up, we got the Burrow and Ron at World Cup from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and also you get Mrs. Weasley along with it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are two separate, right? One's the Burrow with Mrs. Weasley and one's Ron at the World Cup?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because the way that they have that picture, it looks like Mrs. Weasley's like a pocket pop.
Yeah, it does, and that would just be really stupid considering we've never gotten a Mrs. Weasley pop.
Yeah. Have we gotten Mr. Weasley?
We haven't, as far as I know.
Ooh.
So they definitely got to do one of him soon.
Yeah, I know we've gotten Fred and George. We have a
Yeah.
Ginny. We have plenty of Ron. I think we still need Percy,
And Bill.
Bill. There's another one, Charlie.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Come on,
So
Funko.
remember when we were talking about like all the Weasleys?
Yeah.
And we posted that poll saying like, did we forget one?
Oh,
Turns
yeah.
out we did.
Oh, yeah.
It's Charlie.
Was Charlie even in the movies?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
He actually played a decent role in, I want to say the 4th book?
Why wasn't he in the 4th movie?
So okay, if I'm remembering right, and I know I'm going to catch shit if some major Harry Potter fans hear this, and I'm wrong.
Looking at
I
you, Vic.
believe Charlie was a dragon, like a dragon guy.
Okay.
So Charlie actually dealt with the dragons that were at the World Cup that you had to face.
Oh,
Not the
okay.
World Cup, the Triwizard Tournament.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jinx.
So How old are you? But yeah, so was Charlie's role, I believe.
Okay.
And I think Bill was an Auror.
Okay. So, oh shit. Didn't Domhnall Gleeson play Bill?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Wasn't Bill only in like the last 2 movies?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks.
Um,
And I really only remember him from the beginning of Deathly Hallows Part 1. I don't really remember him from Deathly Hallows Part 2.
well, he was also he was the one that at the wedding.
Okay, yeah, there was that. Because he marries Flora Delacour, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's his wedding, and I don't think you see him throughout the rest of anything.
I was gonna say. They wasted Domhnall Gleeson. Such a great actor.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, we just keep going off on tangents, don't we?
That's how we usually do it.
That's a very good point. So it'll be Ron in his World Cup attire, and then you'll get and then a separate. Do they call these movie moments when it comes to the building, or
I don't know what they call them.
Okay,
I just call them like the building duos.
Okay. All right, that's a good way to. So the building duo will come with the Burrow and Mrs. Weasley. So hopefully we get a Mr. Weasley following soon.
Yeah,
as well as Bill.
I think it'd be really cool to get him in either the car or him with like a rubber duck.
Ooh. As much as I'd love to see him with a rubber duck, I would actually love to see the car more.
Yeah. But don't they have a figure with the car already?
They might.
Yeah.
They've made so many freaking Harry Potter pops.
Yeah,
I've lost track.
I'll have to look into that later.
Okay, for a second, I actually did not recognize these pops. I had to look at what they were. So next up, we got a 2-pack bundle. And this is from Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, and this is Jedi training Luke and Leia. For some reason I didn't even know that's who they were.
I didn't either. 'Cause it's just they don't have any identifying markers, and Luke looks weird.
Yeah, he looks like he looks if you took the personality of old Luke and put him into the younger Luke's body.
Let me see. His face is also squished. I feel
it is
like I think his I can't talk. The eyes feel like they're lower than they usually are.
Yeah, they kind of do.
I mean, Leia looks all right.
Yeah, she looks better than she did in the movie. Don't get me wrong, I really like The Rise of Skywalker, but damn, that CGI looked bad on Leia. Looked good on Luke, but not on Leia. Not one bit. All right, next up, another Star Wars one that Caleb definitely wants. It's the Child with Pendant.
Maybe not me, but the untrained eye.
Yeah, that's true.
DJ and Beth are gonna want it.
So apparently, have they announced like where all of these are going to be shared at? Because it seems like some are announcing where they're going to be shared.
I don't know if they have yet.
Okay, actually, I only see one. So the only one that's been announced to where it's being shared is Shocker the Child, and he will be shared with Amazon.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got. Oh, this is so great. We got Jiminy Cricket from Pinocchio.
Oh, that one's so cool.
I love it. So good. Oh, definitely want this one.
He translated a lot better than I thought he was going to.
Right? Seriously, though, he just looks so cute.
Hell yeah.
I don't like to say that a lot, but he looks really cute.
Yeah. I love that they included the umbrella, too. I wasn't sure that they were going to, since the umbrella's like bigger than him.
Yeah.
Or at least above his head, and I wasn't sure how they were going to do that, but I'm so glad that they included that little detail.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have from Lilo and Stitch. We have Stitch as Baker.
Freaking love it.
Wasn't this like at the kind of like towards the end with like the whole montage of them as a family?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my gosh,
so cute,
dude! I'm so glad like the little things that they've done to update Stitch from the old ones.
Yeah, he looks so much better now.
He looks so much better. So much like more streamlined.
Yeah.
Not so boxy.
That's a good way to.
And that's like just that can be said with like the pop figures in general.
That's true. That's very true. Next up from The Simpsons, we have a comic book guy and a Wolfman Bart.
I have not seen The Simpsons.
Not even comic book man? Comic book guy?
Like
Wow.
I know the characters.
Yeah.
I just haven't watched the show like ever.
Right.
Which is weird because I'm a very big Matt Groening fan.
Yeah.
Like I love his Disenchantment.
Yeah,
I think it's Disenchantment. I love that show, and I love Futurama.
See, I'm not the biggest fan of Futurama. Futurama. Is it Futurama or Futurama?
It doesn't. I don't really give a shit.
Okay. Like, I think, to me, I'm sorry, The Simpsons is thousands of miles better than Futurama.
I have to give it a watch because, like, I really like Matt Groening, but I don't know what it is about Simpsons. It's just like I can't get into it.
I'm wondering.
At least
I
not
mean,
the
I've
way
been
I
watching
can
it
with-
since I was a little kid, so I'm wondering if maybe.
Like I'm wondering if it's just like because I tried starting from like season 1, episode 1.
Okay, yeah, it's a little hard to do that.
Yeah, and it's just I don't know. Like I feel like Futurama maybe got started when Matt Groening hit his stride and kind of knew what he was doing with his humor and everything.
Okay, I want to. Have you seen the Simpsons movie?
No.
Okay, this is my recommendation actually. Okay, so do you know like all like the main mostly characters?
Yeah, I know Homer, Marge, Maggie, Lisa, Bart.
Do you know like
I don't know their dog.
Santa's Little Helper? I know it's a weird name for a dog.
Okay, sure. I also know
Like, do you know any of the townspeople?
some of them.
Okay, like Principal Skinner,
Yes.
Mo.
Yep.
Barney.
Is Barney the cop?
No, that's Chief Wiggum. Barney's the drunk friend of Homer.
Yes.
Carl and Lenny.
No.
Ah, dang it. Those okay. If I were you, I would honestly, because you don't really need to watch the show to pick up on the Simpsons movie. I would honestly watch the Simpsons movie first, see if you get attached to that, you like what you see, and then start with the show.
Okay.
I think that would be a really good way to start.
I can definitely do that.
Okay.
And I need content to watch, so why not like 50 billion years of Simpsons?
Is the Simpsons movie on Disney Plus?
It is.
There you go. Bam. I love though with a comic book guy, he's wearing a plastic glove, taking the comic book out of the sleeve.
That's pretty great.
That's fantastic. I think I probably will get that one too. This one this is my number one of New York Comic Con. It is Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
It doesn't say
Finally.
it's a 2-pack.
I kind of wish it was a 2-pack.
I do too. I feel like you just can't have one without the other.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just happy to finally they made a Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
So good. So freaking cool.
But now I expect them to make a Man Ray, a Dirty Bubble.
You just started down a real bad rabbit hole,
Yeah.
Funko.
Yes, you did. All right, so after that, from Nickelodeon, and this one is just too great. It is Danny Phantom.
This might be top of my list.
That is
I
completely
love
fair.
Danny Phantom.
That theme will just never get old.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, I feel like they did the Avengers United thing a lot better. Because remember, the Avengers are just like, Avengers.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
what
and
the,
then, like,
he's
with
a
Danny-
Phantom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did so much better.
Because, yeah, it really works.
But it's like, I feel like with the Avengers, they threw it in, like, anywhere that they felt they could.
Yeah, whereas when they throw it in Danny Phantom, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not even, like, that often.
Yeah. Gosh, I miss that. I miss old Nickelodeon. I really do.
Yeah.
All right, so next up, with Pokemon, we have flocked Pissed Off Pikachu
Dude, he's so angry.
and flocked Growlithe. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Okay, Growlithe.
Those ones are pretty cool.
Those are very cool. But yeah, Pikachu's so angry. Shouldn't they have like sparks coming off of him?
That'd be cool.
Like, can they not do that because he's flocked?
It makes sense.
Okay.
Like why they couldn't, like why they wouldn't be able to.
But still, it'd be so
I mean,
cool.
you could at least do a stand or something.
Have you seen the Umbrella Academy?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to talk about, you probably know, young Ben?
Yes. So this kind of looks like Dick Grayson a little bit, like
Kinda
old-timey
does.
Robin.
What really sucks about this one, not really sucks, but it's limited to 2,000 pieces.
Jeez, that
Yeah.
sucks. But anyway, it's the Umbrella Academy, young Ben. He's in his school uniform and he's covered in blood, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a cool figure.
Like, there's not that much to say about it. Like, I feel like they've done this figure before, though.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I don't know what figure I'm thinking of, but I feel like they've done like a bloodied up figure before.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's still cool.
yeah, it's really cool.
And then you've seen The Princess Bride, right?
Yes.
Okay, so next up we got, unfortunately I haven't seen Princess Bride. Let's hear everybody yell at me.
Isn't that on Disney Plus?
I think it is.
It's a good movie.
I've heard
I would
is.
recommend it.
Yeah, I've been told by so many people that I need to watch it. All right, so from The Princess Bride, we have supersized Fezzik. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, Fezzik.
Okay.
This one's super cool. So he is, I'm assuming it's a 6-inch. Or is
I
it
would
just
assume-
like bigger than normal?
I don't know. That's
It's kind of confusing just because they said supersized. And
yeah.
I don't know what supersized means.
That I feel supersized is kind of like have you seen like the Frozen 2 line?
So kind of like the
rock monster?
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's kind of probably going to be like that, whereas like it makes the box super freaking heavy, it barely fits in the box, shit like that. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking for him.
So yeah, so it's Fezzik's character and he's holding a rock
Yeah.
in his hand.
Simple but yet elegant.
Yes, it is. I feel like they've done a Fezzik figure before.
They might have, and they just wanted to update it.
Oh, no, they didn't. They did Andre the Giant.
Okay,
That's why I'm thinking.
What's
of.
Andre the Giant from?
He's a WWE dude.
Well, yeah, I know, but isn't. Oh,
He's
I
from
thought-
Princess Bride.
Oh, that's
him. That's Andre the Giant.
Ignore the stupidity that just went down, please.
What's he from? We're looking at it.
Shut up. Oh. All right. Next. What? Wait. What? Okay. Sorry. Just found like a huge Funko announcement that we missed. They canceled a zombie Black Panther.
I heard they just canceled the orders.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Why did they cancel them?
I don't know. Probably just because people probably gonna flip it and all that shit.
Probably.
So understandable, honestly.
Or maybe they just decided it was not a really good time.
Yeah,
to
okay.
have
Now
zombie Black Panther.
It's kind of bad taste.
Yeah.
That-
It's like, we'll wait.
I didn't think of it that way, duh. Yeah, you know what? Smart on you, Funko. That is actually a really smart move. All right, next up for New York Comic Con, we have Venomized Magneto, and this one looks badass.
I love this one. I love how the purple is also kind of spreading throughout his
Yeah.
helmet,
Looks so good,
and how the cape is the stand. It looks so cool.
it does.
The only thing that would make it cooler if it was glow in the dark, because it blue eyes, blue mouth, and has some magnetic-looking powers coming out of the hand.
Don't hold your breath. Funko might announce a chase. Glow-in-the-dark chase.
No.
Next up, another Marvel Zombies. We have, or not another Marvel Zombies. That was a Venom Marvel Zombie. I'm gonna shut up now. Okay. I think I'm okay. So, next up, we have another Marvel Zombie. Damn it! Okay.
It's Zombie Daredevil.
Thank you.
Just get your shit together,
I'm
Rose.
sorry. For a second, I thought he was holding a candy cane.
Dude, that's what everyone was saying.
But that's a crowbar, right? Or wait, or is that a baton?
It's like a bent billy club.
Okay. Dude, like the design on the zombie face is outstanding.
It looks pretty good.
Holy shit.
It's like Walking Dead level zombies.
Like, damn. Okay, let's hope I don't mess up the next one. Alright, next up we have another Marvel one, and this is a character that Caleb and I didn't even know existed. It is the Red Goblin. So we have the Green Goblin, the Hobgoblin, and now the Red Goblin.
Yep.
Do we get a Blue Goblin? Or a Yellow Goblin?
Yeah, this one's cool.
It is very
It feels
cool.
like... I don't know how to explain this, but it looks like it's almost like a venomized...
That's what I was going to say. Like, especially like the pumpkin bomb and the glider.
Yeah. Like, they're...
Like,
the
you
glider's
can even
black,
call that a pumpkin
but
bomb
it
anymore.
looks like liquidy. Or maybe like Carnage.
Oh, yeah.
Like a Carnage Green Goblin. That would make sense.
So that's probably what it is, if Carnage was the Green Goblin.
Yeah, like, especially if you look at the leg, it looks like there's, like, goop coming up his leg that's black.
Oh, yeah,
and that's
it does.
kind of like Carnage.
I wonder if anyone's in the comments pointed that out.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe we're wrong. But it would make sense. It would make a lot more sense than just some random-ass Red Goblin. Like, what line is it a part of?
It doesn't say.
Like, let me see.
Just says Marvel. Doesn't
Just
say
at the
what.
top?
Yeah.
Doesn't.
No, it doesn't say what. But
Weird.
someone in the comments just said, yeah, he's basically a mix between Carnage and Green Goblin. They're not wrong.
Yeah. Cool figure.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Not necessarily one
Yeah, would
I'd
you
pick
say
up.
he's the Green? It's a mix of Green Goblin, right? Not Hobgoblin.
It could be any goblin, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. I just say Hobgoblin because I feel Hobgoblin doesn't get enough love.
Yeah.
Have you seen Escape from New York?
I have not.
Okay, let's move past that. Next up, we have a Batman figure, and this is actually a breast cancer awareness Joker. This is actually really cool.
The classic looking
Yeah,
Joker,
classic
too.
looking Joker.
This one's super cool.
Yeah.
Not really much else to say about it. It's pink.
That'd be really cool if the proceeds for like whatever money is made off this pop goes towards helping find the cure for breast cancer.
Honestly, I bet it will.
Yeah.
If they were to send this to Box Lunch, wouldn't be surprised in the slightest.
Oh, yeah. No, I wouldn't either. All right. Another Batman pop. We have Nightwing.
I don't really care for this one.
I actually don't either.
And I think it's the white eyes.
It kind of ruins it.
It does.
The rest of it is fine.
Yeah, the body's fine. It's just the head is off.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is about it. It's probably honestly just the eyes.
Probably.
Like, I'd like to see a rendition of this with black eyes to see if it like improves it any.
Just go into a photo editor and just
Yeah. Or maybe it's like it's either that or just like how light color the blue is.
Okay. Yeah, because from what I remember, Nightwing's blue is a lot more. It's a lot more dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, I cannot talk this episode. Wow.
Nope, you cannot.
All right. Moving on. We have a pop from Wonder Woman 84, and this is Wonder Woman using her. How would you explain this one?
I was gonna give you shit, but this one's tough.
Literally,
Okay,
it looks
she's
like she's
using-
using lasso of truth to lasso a bolt of lightning.
Yes. And it looks like this comes on a stand. Yep, it sure does. But
Okay.
it's like, yeah, so it looks like she's jumping off a mountain because there's stone underneath her, but it like has a stand going into her back, and she has the lasso of truth going across her and attaching to a lightning bolt. How that works, I don't know, because you can't lasso energy like that, but whatever. But it glows in the dark, and that's pretty badass.
That is very badass. That saves the whole pop.
Yeah, it's a cool figure, though.
It is.
Like, it's different, and I love that about it.
Yeah.
If I saw that one, I'd probably pick that. So my top 3 are the Up figure that we talked about, Danny Phantom is number 2, and then this Wonder Woman is number 3.
Where's the love for Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy?
I wasn't allowed to watch it growing up, remember?
I know, but still. All right. I think this actually is the last one. Yes, I think so. Because did you watch G.I. Joe as a kid? Because I didn't.
No, I did not have the channel that it was on.
Okay, so.
I played with G.I. Joes.
Wait, okay, did you watch How I Met Your Mother?
Yes.
Okay, so we got 2 left, sorry. Okay, shit, we got 3. Gosh damn it. I'm sorry.
Is that counting the G.I. Joe one? Because I did play with G.I. Joes.
If you want to count G.I. Joe, it's before.
Okay, well, let's just quickly do it.
Okay, all right, next up, from The Office, we got Recyclops.
Hell yeah.
Didn't they already do a Recyclops?
They did, but
Okay.
not that version of it.
Okay. I forget what Dwight's holding.
Yeah, I actually stopped at a dumpster, and they, like a recycling place, and they have a dumpster that says Recyclops on.
That
on
is
it.
fantastic.
And I don't think it's like an Office reference either. Like, I think that's actually the name of the recycling company.
All right. Next up from How I Met Your Mother, we got Robin Sparkles.
Hell yes.
That's pretty cool.
Let's go to the mall. I freaking love that show.
It
Like,
is
I
a
know
great
that
show.
all the people in that show are garbage people, but I love that show.
What?
Yeah, it's like Friends. Like, everyone in Friends kind of sucks.
I mean, fair, yeah, fine. All right, next up we got a glow-in-the-dark Beetlejuice with handbook of the recently deceased. Okay.
I love this one.
This has a really cool glow.
This one has a really good glow. And I love that the eyes are what sell it on the
Yeah.
glow for me.
I absolutely agree.
Like, that's so cool. I'm excited for that one.
I am
I haven't seen Beetlejuice personally.
I haven't either, actually.
Yeah, I want to watch it though.
I do too.
Like, I hear it's kind of hard to get through if you don't have nostalgic feels towards it, but
Yeah,
it's still one I want to check out.
And then last, but certainly not least, we have Beachhead G.I. Joe. That's what they're calling it, right?
Go Joe. Yeah,
Okay, Beachhead. All right.
but this is like the like a retro toy. So
Oh.
this is like, I'm assuming they're just going off of the figure
yeah, probably.
or the action figure for this pop figure. But
So you said you
Super
did
cool.
play as G.I. You did play with G.I. Joes when you were a kid.
yes,
I never owned a G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Never.
never.
Nope. Mm-mm.
That's a bummer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's still one buried in my yard somewhere.
We must go now. Just kidding.
Yeah, well, my parents covered it with cement.
Damn it.
Like, the part of the yard that I thought it was in is covered by cement.
Hey, it will take some work, but it's worth it. We got this.
Yeah, well. Anyway.
So with what's in the box? Gosh, no. This week's sneak peeks, because that's it for Adventures in Hunting. We got the Hogwarts Legacy trailer, the first trailer. And honestly, I'm pretty freaking stoked about this. So this takes place in they say the late 1800s.
Yes.
So-
late 1800s, and you get to play as a Hogwarts student.
Yeah, so nothing to do with Harry Potter, nothing Dumbledore,
This is kind of before everything.
Yeah. In for Newt Scamander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's... I'm so excited.
I am too.
I'm sort of afraid that it's going to be like an online game.
I feel it will.
Yeah. That will be the selling point for me. If I can play it solo, I'm all in.
But you best believe if I don't get sorted into Hufflepuff, my controller's going through my TV.
You're the only person that would ever say that.
What you got against Hufflepuff?
Nothing. You do you.
Mr. Gryffindor.
I'm a Ravenclaw, bitch.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. I can't call you a basic bitch anymore.
Yeah, you're basic. You freaking Hufflepuff.
No, basic is Gryffindor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So eat shit.
You eat shit.
All right, so yeah, basically that's the gist.
Yeah,
There's not a lot to say.
It's hard to explain. You just kind of have to watch the trailer.
Yeah,
but it just kind of explains like what they're going for. Like you make a lot of decisions, and it's just what the legacy of Hogwarts will be.
It's really cool, and the person doing the voiceover does a really good job.
Yeah, and it looks like it has a bunch of different methods of playing.
Yes,
like you can focus on school. Like you can learn your potions. It seems like they have like a combat aspect to it with spells, and like you have enemies that you can combat. You can tame wild creatures. There's a puzzle element to it. It seems like it has it all in like one game. And that's super cool.
It's very cool.
I hope that the game is as good as the trailer is.
Guess we'll find out in 2021.
Yeah. I am excited to see some gameplay for it, though.
Yeah, I am too. I am really excited.
Yeah.
Just sucks that, we're so far away now. But anyway, all right, so that's it for that. I'm going to die this episode. That's it for this week's sneak peeks. Moving on to what's in the box really quickly. The only movie to talk about is Tenet, because that's really the only wide release that really anyone cares about, I feel.
Apparently not.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So, for domestic so far, it's brought in 29 million. Internationally, this is like shocking. It's brought in 178 million. For a grand total of 207 million.
So it's made its budget back.
It has, but it's got to break even. And I don't even know if it can do that. I don't think it can.
Honestly, with the domestic being shut down like it is, that's going to be tough.
Because it opened on a Wednesday.
Because obviously, internationally, it's successful.
Yeah.
It's just, it needs to do well domestically.
Because I think it opened on a Tuesday or Wednesday. And from Wednesday all the way to, I think, Monday, from what I saw, it only brought in $20 million.
Damn.
And then its second weekend wasn't anything to write home about. It was only, I think, like 6 to 9 million.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I would love to go see Tenet, but I still don't trust going to the movies yet. I'm sorry.
Nope.
It's gonna be a while for me.
Yeah.
I'm more than happy to pay the VOD prices. Except for Mulan. I'm not paying freaking $30 for that. When Disney already announced it's going to be available to watch in December to all Disney Plus subscribers.
Yeah.
Which I think was such a stupid move on their part.
Yeah, you don't announce when you're going to release it for free. Ever. You just this is the only way to watch it. And then in December, you just kind of sneak it.
Yeah. Oh, I can actually finally watch it. Because, I'm sorry, I can wait 3 months to...
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Disney, I can wait 3 months to watch the live-action Mulan. If you're not putting Mushu in it, I can wait.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so with all of that out of the way, what do you say we move on to this week's main event of the evening?
I say let's do it.
All right, let's see if I don't screw this wordage up. I just screwed that up too.
Time for the main event.
It's main event time.
Let's play a game.
right, so for this week's main event, we will be doing our All Bros I almost said All Bros breakdown. All Bros Dreamcast of a Scream 5. You know, maybe I just need to talk really slowly just to make sure that I enunciate my words so I don't slur them.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, we're going to give Rose a break from talking for a
Thank
second.
you.
We posted a question of the week this week, and honestly, there is only one question that we could ask in this situation.
It's basic, but it works.
Yeah. What's your favorite scary movie?
Yeah.
So we did get a few responses. So let's start off on... Well, we only got responses on Twitter, so I guess we'll start there.
No love on Instagram, my heart.
Yeah. So our first response comes to us from the hashtag #NoOffenseShow at HTNOS. They said Dark Skies terrifies me.
Okay, if it's the movie I'm thinking of, I'm sorry, but I absolutely hate that movie.
So it just came, but so I said I hadn't personally seen it. They said it just came back on Netflix. So it's an alien visiting a family.
Yep. Yeah. I know.
Not horror in the classic sense, but it mentally effed me for months the first time I saw it.
Yeah. Sorry, I absolutely hate that movie.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Why?
I just think the plot's stupid. The acting's not that good. I mean, It's been a while since I've watched it, so maybe I might change my mind. But yeah, the first time I saw it, I hated it. I barely made it through it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, hashtag no offense.
Sorry.
You can DM Rose. He handles our Instagram.
Shit.
I'm actually going to give this movie a solid shot.
All right. Let's see who comes out victorious.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's see. Our next response comes to us from Shoot the Flick at Shoot the Flick. They said it's always tough when trying to nail down a favorite, but I will always champion Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
I've never heard of that.
I have not either.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yeah. I feel like there's a movie I'm thinking of with like Nick Frost and oh shit, what's his name?
Simon Pegg?
Yeah.
That's Shaun of the Dead, I think.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Okay, wait, it's
I was getting
never mind,
that confused, and also with Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Oh, okay.
Oh
shit. It's actually on Netflix.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
And shit, it has an 85% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Damn.
I'm in.
Yeah. Definitely going to check that out.
Hell yeah.
And also going to give Dark Skies an honest how do you do? Freaking asshole. Telling people you hate their movie decisions.
I keep it real. Sorry.
Next up, we got a response from Sandy McGee at Sandy M91726013. She said, "Don't Look Now," with Donald Sutherland and Julie Christie. She said, "Excellent blood chiller, made your hair stand on end, and sent shivers down your spine. And the ending was not one you were expecting."
I think I've heard of that movie, and yeah, I've heard it's good.
Yeah, she says we might be able to find it on streaming.
What's it called again?
It Don't Look Now, which I would have sworn I've seen on Netflix before.
It's on Prime Video.
It's on Prime?
Yep.
Nice. We're actually going to be able to stream all of these.
Yeah.
Okay, and then our last response comes to us from the Untrained Eye at Untrained Eye Pod. They said, "The Human Centipede is the scariest movie ever. I will fight anyone who disagrees."
I can't disagree, because yeah, that is the scariest movie of all time.
They also said, "But The Babadook is my favorite.
That's a good one.
It's the only movie that, as an adult, made me run and jump into my bed at night like I was going to get dragged under if I didn't."
Okay, Caleb, what's your favorite scary movie? That's like really actually scared you.
That scared me?
Yeah, because I know there's a lot.
Yeah, that's... Oh, F my life.
And there went the popcorn.
Yep. Shit. Gotta watch where my...
And you just ran some over.
No! Okay, I'm just gonna stay still.
Okay.
My favorite movie.
Scary movie.
Yeah, my favorite scary movie. Gosh, this is tough. Because it's like... There hasn't been a whole... Okay, maybe Saw.
Okay.
Like, I know that that's more like a thriller, but that kind of opened up my world a little bit more when I realized that horror movies didn't just have to be movies that scared the living shit out of you. They could actually be interesting and have depth to them and have like major plot twists that just blow your freaking mind.
Okay.
And so yeah, I'm gonna go with Saw. But The Babadook is a really close second because that movie scared the shit out of me too. And I loved because damn, we watched that before the podcast, like before we started the podcast.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And it was, it's one that
It's a really good
I
one.
love.
So really quickly, I kind of have two. So one is Sinister.
Sinister. Is that the one with Ethan Hawke?
Yes. That one scared the shit out of me. I couldn't even finish it the first time. The whole like 8-bit shit freaked me out. I couldn't finish it. And then the second one, this actually is kind of like based off from when I was a kid. So I wanted to go see Dead Silence. You ever seen that movie with the puppets? It's from the director.
No, but you lost me at puppets.
Well, ventriloquist dummies, whatever.
Oh, you lost me at ventriloquist dummies.
So I think it was directed by James Wan, so who did Saw. And I think like only like the first 10 minutes. And because my dad took me, and I think like the dummy had killed this like one lady, and like it uncovered, he hit her under a sheet, and her husband pulled it off, and like her like whole tongue had been like ripped out and all this shit.
Oh my gosh, you showed us that movie.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. See, I could.
Oh, F that.
Yeah, so I'm just like, hey, Dad, do you think we could maybe leave? So we were actually able to get a refund, and I got a free TMNT poster out of it. Because I think that
Sorry
movie
for scarring you, kid. Here's a TMNT poster.
Oh shit. Because I think the TMNT opened like the next week or the week after, but yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. So that's my little story for like the two scariest movies I've seen. Even though I can make it through both those movies now. Okay, I can make it through Dead Silence easy now. Sinister.
Dead Silence can go to hell.
Okay, the clown one, the clown doll still kind of creeps me out. But yeah, the 8-bit thing still in Sinister, that still freaks me out. I still have a hard time watching Sinister.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, so shall we say we move on to the main event?
Yes. Thank you to everyone that responded to our question of the week
you
and
so
gave us
much.
plenty to talk about.
Yes, especially with the Human Centipede. Thank you, Untrained Eye.
And
Caleb, have you ever seen the Human Centipede?
No.
Okay, don't. Please, do not.
I know the premise.
Okay, good. But I'm warning you. Don't watch it. I actually think it's hard to watch it now. It's very hard to find.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good.
Thankfully, not on any streaming services, as far as I know.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, like I said, thank you to everyone.
Yes,
apologies.
thank you so
# no offense show for Rose's rude comments.
I'm sorry. You know what? I'm gonna give it a second watch. I'm gonna give it a redo.
When was the last time you watched it?
When I was in high school. Because it came out, I think, in like 2012 or like 2013.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it is. But yeah, let's get into Rose's pitch for Scream 5.
Yeah, so I had a hard time coming up with an idea for Scream 5. So I did what any great writer would do. I retconned a shit ton of stuff. So I took a page out of David Gordon Green and Danny McBride's book, and basically went their route with Halloween 2018, to where the only film that took place was the first one. So yeah, so this is Scream .5.
Okay, I will give you this. Is it a cheap thing to do? Yes.
Yeah.
But if you're following the continuity of the movies on with how the first one they talk about these are the stereotypical tropes of a horror movie. In the second one, these are the stereotypical tropes of a sequel. Oh, it's a trilogy, anything can happen. Oh, fourth? That's a reboot. It fits.
Yeah.
The fifth one, what your idea is, if you're retconning a bunch of shit, that's not, honestly, not the worst. It follows.
Yeah, okay.
It tracks
that's
with
kinda what I
how
was
everything
thinking.
goes.
So this movie is no longer called Scream 5. It's called Scream .5.
And you lost me.
What?
I was trying to defend your decisions, and
Come on.
you hit me with Scream .5.
Yep, it's called Scream .5.
Oh, good lord.
What?
Nothing. Continue.
Okay, so in this universe,
Are you bringing back Matthew Lillard? Oh, wait, did he die? You brought back Matthew Lillard.
Shut up. Damn it! How did you guess that?
Because I know I don't remember if he died in the first one. I don't think he did. I think he was arrested.
No, he died.
Oh, he died?
But you'll see what I did.
All right. Let's hear it.
Okay. All right. So, like I said, it takes the way that you're looking at me.
I'm just leaning back in my chair now. I'm waiting to hear this.
Yeah. So, like Halloween 2018, in this universe, only the first Scream took place. I want your opinion. Should the stab film still take place, though? Because I said, after 25 years and 8 stab films, Woodsboro has moved on to the best of their ability.
That's a tough one.
Because I don't know how you can work in, considering that there wasn't Scream 1, 2 through 3. I don't really know how you can continue.
Yeah, well, Scream 2 through 3...
Because I know they stopped going
2
with
through 4.
Yeah, because I know they stopped going with Sydney's story for the stab films after the third one because she threatened to sue them. So 4 through 7 is their own made up shit. So if for this to work, it would have to be that she threatened to. Honestly, I feel this makes more sense that she threatens to sue them after the first one. So 2 through 8 had to be their own ideas.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It kind of confused me that it took 3 movies for her to be like, hey, you know what, can you maybe stop using my story and just go F yourselves?
Yeah, it's royalties.
Yeah.
Ever heard of them? Okay, I will say this. If that's what you're doing, if you're retconning the stab movies, or at least some of them, if you're still going to include the stab movies,
okay,
it makes sense that they would stop using her story. Then you could almost justify it saying that Scream 2, 3, and 4 were their own original story. Ooh. That they were saying, oh, what if this happened to her? And then writing a movie based off of that. Kind of. So it's saying that the Scream movies happened in someone's imagination, and then the stab movies were based off of that situation. It's a little convoluted, but it works.
And this is why I keep him around.
Bitch. Cut you.
All right. So, I kind of kept it with what they did in Scream 4. Dewey becomes the sheriff. Because I think in Scream 2 and 3, they never even mention at all Dewey wanting anything to do with the police force, do they? Not from what I remember. I feel Scream 4, him being sheriff just kind of happened.
In the first Scream?
Yeah.
Wasn't he a deputy?
Was he?
Pretty sure he was.
Oh. Damn, sorry. It's been so long since I've seen it. Oh, yeah.
Remember he was,
Oh, yeah.
Sydney was giving him shit because he just barely passed it and was able to become a deputy.
Duh. I'm sorry, dude. It's been so long since I've seen Scream. Now, I really should have watched it to Sorry, guys. I apologize. So Dewey became sheriff of Woodsboro, and he's been that for about 5 years. So, because this takes place 25 years after the original events. So, it takes place in about 2021. Original movie came out in 1996.
Okay.
So, Gail continued to pursue her journalism, and became a news director of Woodsboro Channel 8 News. That is not a real thing in the movies. I just came up with the Channel 8.
Okay.
Sydney decided to stay in Woodsboro as well, and she went to school for teaching, and is now an English teacher at Woodsboro Junior High.
Wasn't she a film student, though?
She decided to change her major.
Okay.
Randy is the only one of the main survivors to leave Woodsboro. So I really only want those. I think it was really only those 4 main ones that they really focused on in the first one.
Right.
Yeah. He decides to move to New York City to pursue a degree in film. Because, like you said with Sydney, she was doing a film degree, and so was he. So, but he's the only one that actually continues what he said after in Scream.
Okay.
To commemorate the Woodsboro murders, he decides to film a documentary about the events and to see how everyone has been, how everyone has coped with it for 25 years, how it's affected them, has it changed their lifestyle at all, and kind of just a way for him to come back into town, see Sydney, Dewey, and Gail.
Okay.
So, during the process of the documentary, this is where I retcon a lot of shit.
Oh, jeez.
So, in my version, Stu, in the original, in Scream, Billy and Stu were the killers, right?
Right.
So, in my version, Scream .5, Stu did not die. Stu, after Billy stabbed him and assumed he was dead, he faked his death. He was able to make a full recovery. But, so hold on to that.
Okay.
Shit, where was I? So during the process of the documentary, Stu Matcher, I think that's how you say his last name. Let's say Matthew Lillard's character.
Okay.
Is found brutally murdered. After faking his death to Billy, Stu was able to make a full recovery. After the events, he was taken to a facility for the criminally insane. And after being in intensive care and showing excellent signs of improvement, he is released after 25 years at the age of 42. So, I'm trying to remember how many people, because it's never explained in the first one who killed who, right?
Right.
So, let's just, because I don't know if this really works. What if, Stu basically proved that he was able to put all of the blame on Billy, that it was all Billy's idea, he forced him into it. If he is showing a lot of signs of improvement after being at this facility for so long, and he's, shown the area of his ways, is it possible for someone to be able to be let back out into society?
After 25 years?
Yes.
I would think so.
Okay. Because I was trying to, look that up. If you're, say you murdered someone and you're sent to, you're not sent to jail, but you're sent to a facility for the criminally insane, how long do you actually have to stay there? What happens if you show signs of improvement drastically? I feel I wrote that he did.
Yeah, I would definitely say that he could get out of that.
Okay.
Within the 25 years.
Okay.
He, honestly, if he was able to convince them, I think he could have gotten out sooner than 25 years. But getting out 25 years works.
Sorry, 24 years.
24 years, sorry. Yeah, that works.
24?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So kind of like what we just talked about. While in custody, he told the police it was all Billy's idea, that he forced him into everything, and yada, yada, yada. So once Randy comes back into town, all of a sudden, out of the blue, Ghostface reappears. Murders start to pick back up again. I don't know exactly if. Do you think maybe it should be because I feel that's too much if Ghostface is targeting a group of middle schoolers, considering that's where Sydney is teaching. So I mean, how do you who do you think? Because he's already killed Stu, so yeah, okay, yeah, Ghostface kills Stu. I forgot to say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I'm just trying to think who, because you can't have Ghostface just kill one person. So who do you think?
Can't you though?
You could. If you lead up to it in a right way, which I think I did.
Well, that's how the Scream movie worked.
That's true.
The first girl, or Drew Barrymore, was the first one murdered, and she was the only one murdered for a long time, obviously. But
that's a good point. Okay. So then it would work if Stu's the only one that's murdered.
Yes.
Okay.
And him being involved with the first murders, it would kind of show.
Okay.
Whatever I'm thinking of.
No, okay.
I can't word what I'm thinking of.
Okay. So I'm trying to think of what I struggled with is how to stage a big, what's the word I used? A huge scuffle to where it's revealed who is the killer. Because I feel say Dewey, Sydney, and Courtney not Courtney, Gail, receive the classic phone calls, welcoming them back to the old days, shit like that. But I just don't know. I struggled with leading up to how they get to the unmasking of Ghostface. Any ideas?
The only idea that I could come up with was the first Ghostface murder was Drew Barrymore.
Mm-hmm.
So what if they were to all return to that house where everything started?
Okay.
Or it could be that, or they could kind of be drugged and taken to the house where they were going after
Ghostface?
No, what's the main girl's name?
Sydney?
Sydney. Where Sydney found out about Ghostface and everything, all that shit, where the party happened.
Okay.
So where Stu and Billy were discovered. So Ghostface...
Wasn't that Sydney's house?
Was it Sydney's house?
I think so. I can't remember, honestly, actually.
Okay, if it was Sydney's house, then, yeah, they drag her back to... They take Sydney, Gail, and Dewey. I freaking combined the two.
Dale and Dewey.
Yeah. Combine, drugs them all up and takes them back to that house where everything originally started for her.
Okay.
And then from there, it's like an escape room situation.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I like
and then
it.
they have to complete different things, maybe admit to different faults and who killed who and whatever. Basically pull a Saw sort of deal.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, continue on with your story.
Okay.
Who does it end up being?
The killer ends up being Randy.
Who the hell's Randy?
Jamie Kennedy's character.
Who's Jamie Kennedy?
You're shitting me, right?
Wait, is that the film buff dude?
Yeah.
The one that was from Scream 3, the one with the videotape saying that it was a trilogy, not a
yeah,
a sequel.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, that makes sense. I was actually very suspecting him for a really long time in the second one.
right?
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm kind of like second guessing myself with the reason why he did what he did. Because I don't know if this is kind of like in the character of Randy. So, so I said he explains that the reason why he did it, or why he came back to Woodsboro, was to kill Stu after he found out that he had just been released, basically because of good behavior.
Right.
He feels, after what he did, he only deserved to rot in a cell, and after he heard he was released, he came up with the idea of a documentary to get everyone together and make it look like nothing out of the ordinary. Randy wanted to make sure there wouldn't be a repeat of the Woodsboro murders. But after getting
So he does the Woodsboro murders?
The Woodsboro murder.
He only kills one of them?
Well, yeah, remember we talked, he only kills Stu, remember?
Okay,
Stu's the only one that dies.
So he only kills Stu, and then he reveals himself to like Sydney and all them.
Yeah, after your whole escape
For
room.
what?
To
basically just confess that he killed Stu.
Well, I feel with your whole escape room thing, they'd eventually catch up to him and tackle him, right? Or maybe like one of them is hiding behind something and whacks him upside the head with something.
Okay, but like why would he go through the trouble of doing Ghostface to Stu?
Because he didn't want Stu to see his face.
So he Ghostface Stu?
Yeah, kind of. I know. This
Okay,
is really
well, okay. Issues.
Yeah, I know.
So if he Ghostface Stu because he's pissed off about Stu doing the Ghostface,
Yeah.
like that doesn't necessarily make any sense.
Well, technically... Okay, wait. Okay.
So you kind of need... Like maybe... Okay, what about this? What if Randy was actually the mastermind behind it and not Billy or Stu?
Okay.
So if Randy set it up where he knew Billy was going to die, he was expecting Stu to die,
Okay.
but he didn't. And so he ends up going into the asylum and no one believes him. Like maybe Billy kind of left him out of the loop of who was in charge of him.
Okay.
And so when Stu gets out and comes back to Woodsboro, he starts to like have these recollections of things going on, sketchy situations between Billy and Randy going on. And so Randy decides to take care of Stu because he knows too much. Or he's afraid that he's going to give away that he was actually Ghostface or the mastermind behind Ghostface.
Yeah,
Because it's
that's
like
a lot
his
better.
whole thing is he wants to be a director, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So if he wants to be a director, the directors aren't the one in front of the camera. They're not the ones doing all the crazy shit. They're in charge of the people doing the crazy shit.
Gosh damn it, Caleb.
So he directs Billy. Billy brings Stu on board.
Okay.
Billy gets bushwhacked.
Yep.
Stu ends up living. And so he's just like, okay, no one's going to believe him. He's crazy. And then when he comes back, then it's like he's trying to like spread like, oh, I know who Ghostface really was. And that's how he drags Sydney into it.
Okay.
And then like obviously Sydney gets in trouble with some shit. And so Randy has to take like a directorial and actor role for this because, and like maybe Stu gets killed before Sydney hears what Stu has to say, like before he reveals who Randy really is.
Yeah.
And so if he dies after a scuffle with Randy, So if Stu dies after a scuffle with Randy and talks to Sydney, doesn't reveal anything to Sydney, then that would be motive for him to take Sydney to that house and put her through a bunch of shit to find out what she knows. But through everything that she goes through, she's able to piece together that it was Randy, and so Randy feels like he has no other option but to kill her.
Shit. Shit. Okay, yeah, that's way better than what I wrote.
It's writing for this is tough, especially if you're retconning some stuff.
Yeah.
And honestly, you just need a good motive, and that would be a good motive. He's just trying to hide everything. He has so much going for him in the directorial world.
Yeah.
He doesn't want that getting effed up by some former nutcase giving away his secrets.
Dude,
and so I think he doesn't want to kill Sydney, but he needs to find out what she knows.
Yeah.
And so that's why he puts her through like the Saw challenges, the crazy, like the cinematic, like, ooh, like what's going on? And then she's able to piece it together because the cinematic shit is what gives him away.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, the only person that does this shit is Randy. And then she's like, oh. And then he's
what
like,
do you know?
Shit, now I have to kill you. So by him trying to just figure out what she knows, he ends up setting up his own demise.
Okay, so in your opinion, at the end of the movie, should Randy live and be arrested, or should he die?
That's a good question. Because I think if Stu dies, that's enough to get Gail involved.
True.
And her investigating Ghostface and trying to figure out, oh, what does Sydney know? Because Sydney was involved with Ghostface in the first place. So that would get Dewey involved to kind of protect Sydney.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, we're not dealing with this shit. And so that would get them into like the investigation of their own.
There you go.
And figuring out why would people kill Stu? Or like why would Ghostface go after Stu?
Yeah.
And yeah, then it could like drag them into like the Stab movies and being like, maybe Randy's the one that directs like some of the last Stab movies.
That'd be a kind of fun little teaser right there.
Or that's how he gets his big break. Like that's how he becomes like a successful director.
Ooh.
By directing the Stab movies.
There we go.
So
I like
if
that
would retcon, well, that would make the other Saw movies.
You mean Scream movies?
No, the Stab movies.
Oh,
that would make those canon, but directed by Randy.
Okay.
And then like that would also like make sense for Randy making shit up about Sydney's life. And then being like, how would we write, like, let's say this happened, how would we write around that?
Yeah.
And then, like, that would make sense for, like, the other movies being made. And then he gets to a point where this franchise has a life of its own. And he kind of, like, maybe gets booted after, like, 4. And then oh my gosh! I got it.
Okay.
So So, Scream 2 and 3, he talks about sequels. He talks about trilogies. He talks about, well, actually, he doesn't talk about it, but 4 is like the reboot.
Mm-hmm.
So, what if he does that? Like, he writes about how, like, Scream or Stab 2 is like the sequel. So, it's basically like Scream 2. Scream 3 is like Stab 3. And then 4, and then 4 is like the reboot, or Stab 4 is like the reboot. And then after that, he kind of gets kicked to the curb. And so he's just like once he gets kicked to the curb, he tries to have this big breakthrough of coming back out as a director, but he can't pull that off if Stu gives him away as the actual killer or the actual mastermind behind Ghostface from the first movie. So he's like, he feels like he's writing Stab 10 or whatever Stab is after that, and that's retconning all the other Stab movies, because that keeps in track with how they treat the movies, like very
That's true.
self-aware.
Yeah.
So if you're retconning that, you need an excuse for him to retcon a bunch of shit.
There we go. Okay. I love it.
And then it's like, from there, it's just, he can be like, yeah, like, I retconned all these movies so I could bring a new life to the Stab franchise and be the forefront, become the forefront of this all over again.
Yeah.
And
I love it.
yeah, then he can do like Stab 1.5. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Yeah.
Because I was trying to figure like how you were going to incorporate what you're doing, because Scream movies are very self-aware, and yes, that's kind of the charm to them. Like, because in Scream 2, they're just shitting on sequels.
Yeah.
And obviously the sequel wasn't super good. But, I mean, it was no third movie, or no Scream 3. I'm getting so, like, mixed up with, like, Scream and Stab and all that. But, yeah, it's just, like, there's a lot of juggling you have to do. And so if it's just, like, he could, like, be honestly saying that, where, like, that would be something I believe. Like, something like, he had this amazing story for these 4 movies. There was nothing that he could do more than that. Like,
Yeah.
he was done at the trilogy. They forced him to do the remake. And after he was just like, no, I'm absolutely not doing any more movies, they just took the franchise and ran with it. And he's like, this retcons everything. This, like, I have, like, a continued story from the first movie, but it's different, so I have to retcon everything that's come after it and that's what he's doing with it. What you're doing with this. You're retconning everything that came before.
Yeah.
And it works.
Yes. Oh, and then, okay, so wait, do we decide if Randy dies or gets arrested?
Let's say he gets arrested.
Okay, perfect. So after Randy is arrested, Dewey, Gale, and Sydney, this is like straight up random, they decide to move to Illinois to get away from it all, and they get a house together. And the final scene is Dewey asking Gale on a date, because he's still got to work in that romance with those two.
Cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I dig it.
And that is Scream .5.
That's Scream .5. Oh, good hell. All right. Well, we have a surprise for you guys.
Yes.
For all of you. We were going to try and have Brucker from Film on the Rocks join us, because we know he is a huge Scream fan. Mm-hmm. Or what do they call them? Scream heads?
I didn't know there was a special name for them.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Screamomaniacs?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we were going to try and get him included, but we weren't able to. So he instead sent us his pitch for a Scream 5. So we're going to read that right now. So he opens up with Gale Weathers. A long 12 to 14 minute opening that is filled with scare, suspense, and tension. Killing off one of the main characters will put the audience on guard the whole time. She will put up a good fight, though. Her funeral is what will bring the whole gang back together. While cliche, it will be a perfect meta nod to Randy. He has a quote from Scream 2 that is something along the lines of, "Nothing like a funeral to bring the family back together." All of this will also bring Dewey to the forefront and give him a crazy amount of motivation to track down Ghostface. Throughout the franchise, Ghostface has killed his sister, tried to kill him 3 times, and now his wife. He will be pushed to the brink of sanity in this movie. Kind of getting some Killing Joke vibes there.
Yeah, no kidding, which is a good thing.
Yeah. Sydney is a badass and maybe isn't exactly the primary target, but rather the seasoned expert on how to avoid being killed. She's done it 4 times now. She could have some Sarah Connor, Laurie Strode from Halloween 2018 attitude.
Love it.
She is helping and maybe even protecting a younger group being stalked by Ghostface. It would also be cool to see she is married with kids.
Yeah, it would be very cool.
Yeah, maybe her kids are the ones that being stalked.
Depends on how old they are. I really don't want 8 to 10-year-olds being stalked by Ghostface.
Yeah, that'd be messed up. Yeah, never mind. We need a new Randy character, and I would love for it to be played by John Carna. He played the Randy character in the MTV Scream series and was actually a better version of the character type. This would be super meta, which would be perfect for a Kevin Williamson script, and would be purely awesome fan service. Lastly, bring Kirby back from Scream 4, have her be one of the ghost faces. I am not sure how to make that plural. Not 100% on motivation, but maybe they can retcon Scream 4's plot in that she was in on it, actually. I don't know, but I want Kirby back. That is all I have right now. Thanks, guys. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Brucker.
Thank you so much. And I absolutely agree. Bring back Kirby. She's one of the best parts of Scream 4.
Kirby was the niece?
No, Kirby,
Or Kirby was
her best friend.
Oh, Hayden Panettiere?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, motivation would be tough for her. Maybe it's like more of a trauma thing, because like you did kind of include like a like the Killing Joke vibe where someone's kind of being driven to the point of insanity. She could have just like that could have been enough for her to be driven into insanity. So you have like those contrasting characters between Dewey, who's being driven there and trying to stay on the side of sanity.
Yeah.
And then you have Kirby, who was driven there and chose the side of insanity.
There we go.
So it's kind of like a Batman Joker vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, if you call Batman sane.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, but just like that contrast, someone who knows the story of Ghostface and knows, like, is a big horror movie buff.
Yeah.
So kind of knows all the tropes, all the cliches and whatnot. So it could, like, not necessarily a motivation, more an opportunity to release her sanity.
There we go.
Her insanity.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. But anyway, do you have anything else to...
No, I really like the plot. Very excellent plot for Scream 5.
Hell yeah. What up, bros? This is Caleb from the Editing Future. We wanted to include Brucker from Film on the Rocks in this Dreamcast because we know he is a huge Scream head. Or Scream fan. Whatever the hell you want to call it. So we actually sent him this Dreamcast ahead of time and had him send us back an audio recording of him reacting to it. So without further ado, here that is.
Hey, Caleb and Rose and other The All Bros listeners. Thanks for reaching out to me and trying to get my feedback on Rose's pitch for Scream 5. And I really appreciate y'all reading my pitch, and I hope that y'all enjoy it. Really wish I could have been on the recording, but life is crazy. But I appreciate y'all just at least giving me the opportunity to state my claim on, or react to Rose's Scream 5 pitch. So here it goes. So first off, I agree with Caleb. Scream .5 isn't the best title, but that's okay. Bringing back Stu just to have Ghostface kill him off is... I'm a little bit against that. I'm not against bringing Stu back, but just to bring him back to be the first victim, I don't know how I feel about that. I think I would like him around a little bit more because he would be such an obvious red herring for the whole movie. However, I do really like your whole pitch on Randy, actually. I think that's actually a good idea to make Randy the Ghostface in this movie. And here's why I think that. So since you are trying to retcon the first Scream, which just kind of like going based off that, I think that actually fits really well to make Randy the killer in your proposed sequel, Rose, because one, he kind of seemed like he admits that he would be one of the prime suspects in the movie. And also there's some subtle details in Scream 1 that people could go back to with hindsight with your version of Scream 5 or Scream.5 and go, oh, that makes sense with Rose's plot because, for example, at Stu's party, Billy shoots Randy, but he doesn't kill him. He shoots him in the shoulder, kind of like how in just a few moments later, him and Stu are stabbing each other, but they're stabbing each other to the sides, Then he only shot him to the side. He shot him in the shoulder. It's kind of like, why didn't he shoot to kill, Also, if you're kind of looking at the scene with, like I said, hindsight of your plot, Rose, there's a part where Randy tells Sydney that the killer always tries to do one last scare, and Billy jumps up and she shoots him in the head. You could kind of see that now with your plot that Randy's trying to coerce Sydney to go ahead and just kill Billy because Stu's already dead, and Randy's kind of trying to tie off loose ends. And I think that's kind of clever and sort of a twist that there was actually 3 Ghostfaces in that movie, and Randy was in on it, and we don't find that out until your proposed sequel. Also, I think that with Randy being the only Ghostface in your movie, this will kind of be a subtle trick to the audience because the audience will be looking out for a second Ghostface. So that will be kind of a twist, and also you can be putting false, red herrings on other characters throughout the movie to sort of build tension, and then that'll be the nice twist. I also really love your idea that Randy's coming back to Woodsboro, or Randy is in Woodsboro filming a documentary about the survivors of the Mocker massacre at Stu's house. I actually really like that, and I think that really plays into, I believe Caleb said this, that it's Randy is the director and he's trying to direct his own horror movie, and now he's trying to complete it. While I think that Kevin Williamson was, at the end of the day, just trying to make a really fun, entertaining slasher movie that paid homage to its predecessors, I do think that it's kind of cool to see how he could have possibly been writing these characters as filmmakers, Randy as the director, Billy as the writer, and then Stu as the actor. Billy is the writer. He's the ideas guy. This is a story he's trying to tell. Stu is crazy, so he's pretty much just a crazy meta actor in all this because he has no real motivation. Billy and Randy, the director and writer, are giving him his motivation, and Randy is kind of behind the scenes, sort of just trying to make everything play out in his own way. However, shit kind of goes ass backwards in the events of Stu's party, and so he kind of has to think on his feet, and now he is retconning his own movie plot in your plot, Rose. I think that's great. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I also will say that since you are retconning this, Scream 1 there was a lot of heavy nods to John Carpenter's Halloween, the original. Billy Loomis, Dr. Loomis. There's Casey Beckett's, Drew Barrymore's parents, they go down to the Mackenzies. That's something that Laurie Strode says in the movie as well. So there's kind of there's lots of, and they're playing Halloween, the movie, in the movie Scream, in the background. So there's lots of nods to Halloween. So why not just continue that with this sequel that you're constructing, Rose, and have it to where this new Scream takes place immediately after Scream 1, just like how John Carpenter's original Halloween 2 took place immediately after Halloween 1. It's the same night, so do it like this, where like it's the morning and everybody's being interviewed and questioned, and Randy's starting to think on his feet, and later that night he's like starting to put his I don't know, he's starting to put like his gears into motion and everything. Also really wish that we got more of Sydney having to deal with the death of Tatum, since that was her best friend. So like I maybe with like a funeral scene with her, and maybe her having some survivor's guilt. I don't know. But really liked besides the Scream Point 5 and bringing Stu back just for him to be killed off early on. Don't like that, but I really love everything had to do with Randy and all that. I think that's great. And I do agree with Rose that the stab films should still take place. Not exactly sure how, but keep them in. All right, guys. Thank you again so much for including my crazy thoughts, and I rambled probably a lot. And thank you for reading my pitch. I hope that you guys enjoy and that your listeners like it. But take it easy, guys, and I hope to collaborate again sometime soon. Bye.
All right. Well, I think this concludes this Dreamcast of Scream Point 5.
Thank you.
You make me hate myself sometimes.
I make you hate yourself all the time. Let's face it.
Yeah.
And you're welcome.
Yeah. So, if you like this episode, want to check out more of our stuff, be sure to follow and subscribe to us wherever you listen to podcasts. You can also let us, or
Turning into me.
Yeah. Whatever you have is contagious. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, RadioPublic, Radio.com, Spotify, and more. What?
It's called Stutter 19.
Stutter 19? You can also catch all of our episodes on YouTube. Not going to mention bonus videos. Be sure to follow us on social media. Hit us up on Facebook. We're facebook.com/theallbros. Twitter and Instagram, our handle is @theallbros. Let us know what you thought of this episode. If you liked our pitch, let us know how much you enjoyed Brucker's pitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can also hit us up with episode ideas, answer a question of the week, or if you want to join us, we'd love to have you on.
Yes, we would.
Yeah, we'd love to have anyone on. Invite yourself. We don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have one grand old time. You can
Don't
also
make it weird.
You're weird.
You're weird.
You can also hit us up on our email, theallbroschannel@gmail.com. Also, go check out our website, tinyurl.com/theallbros, where you can find links to all of our episodes, links to our YouTube. You can find links to our merch store, which is on TeePublic, tpublic.com/user/theallbroschannel. Find some of our new merch.
Can't find one design, though, now, so thanks, Sega.
Yeah, that was freaking bullshit.
Yeah, our Sonic the Hedgehog breakdown artwork got taken down from TeePublic, so.
Yeah, and it's been up there for a long-ass time.
Since, like, March, I think, right?
Yeah, it was like, I think I posted it March or April.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been up there a long-ass time, and they're just now taking it down.
Like Caleb pointed out in our his Instagram post, at least let us know if you liked it.
Yeah, like that's the least you could do, Sega. But anyway, you're probably not going to be able to find merch for this artwork just because I'm not about I'm going to have to copy Scream 5. Or like there's just the Scream logo.
I was like, there isn't technically a Scream 5 yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to copy the logo and.
I mean, there is a Scream 5 coming. I'm just saying there's like nothing that's been actually like released for it yet.
Yeah. But yeah, yeah. So next week, we will be breaking down Tom Hardy's Capone.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just got to point out one thing. Last thing. Okay, you know with like Scream 4, they turned the A in Scream to the 4?
Yes.
Scream 5 totally turned the S into a 5.
Oh, good lord.
Come on! Wouldn't that be cool?
We'll see.
I'm just saying, if they did that for the opening sequence or
I'll mock it up.
Okay.
Just pray it works out. So yeah, next week we'll be breaking down Capone.
Yes.
So be sure to go check that out. That is available now on Amazon Prime.
Yep.
And as long as that stays up, that's what we'll be doing next week.
It freaking better.
Yeah. So yeah. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we will catch you guys next week. This has been the All Bros Podcast. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Jonathan.
And we'll catch you guys next time. Deuces.
Goodbye.
That wasn't super good.
I wanted to switch up what I say, and you know what? Yeah, it didn't work. Thanks for rubbing it in.
Dude, we need a ghost face filter. Voice filter.
We do.
That'd be so cool.
Welcome home. I can't do it. No. Not even going to try it.
Damn it.